Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead.
My name is Adam, and this is Light and Game Design. I'm here to analyze video games from my unique perspective as a professional lighting designer. I'm hoping that this will inspire you on your own game design journey. Please subscribe, as I'll be releasing new videos often, and there are many spoilers ahead.
I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda.
We begin play as Ripley, Amanda Ripley, the daughter of Ripley played by Sigourney Weaver in Alien. That's where our story takes off. We awaken a deep hypersleep chamber, just like the Ridley Scott film Alien. And this is where we find out that we've arrived at our destination.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
Looks damage.
We're arriving at Sevastopol Station, which is damaged, no doubt by the alien invasion. It's my goal today to prove to you that the light and game design of Alien Isolation creates the gold standard in psychological horror thrillers. The story of Alien Isolation is primarily told through its environment design. You can see here how Ripley's walking through her ship and all of the lights are turning on one at a time. This makes it completely believable that we're not playing a video game, but we're on a spaceship that's aware of our presence. We explore the ship and find our spacesuits so that we can go onto an EVA to the Sevastopol Station. You'll notice the door opens with a bright white flash of light, and that this shot establishes scale for Sevastopol Station being absolutely massive. As Ripley and her team go to Sevastopol Station, there's an unexpected explosion, and they're completely separated from each other, leaving Ripley to enter the space station all on her own. The inside of Sevastopol Station welcomes us with a more ominous tone. As you can see here, it's really the lighting, the first thing that we see that flashes to dark, and that explains to us that the ship is having some serious problems. Our eye is drawn to a firelight that's glowing deep amber, and there's a little bit of a thrill here to let us know that this ship is in very bad condition. A lot of Sevastopol Station is actually really dark, and we have to bring our own illumination with us to be able to see. Here you can see Ripley fire up her first flare, and that allows us to get a glimpse around us on the space station. This makes seeing, or illumination, an actual conservative resource that we have to manage within the game, making it more thrilling that as we try to see through scary parts in the dark, that we might get caught later on without having illumination. A clever Ripley decides to power on the lights in the lobby of the space station, and that's when we catch a glimpse of people running for their lives. And if it wasn't for the lighting, we would have never noticed them make that move. Further in the lobby, we can see this beautiful window showing us outside into space. There's a nice quality of light coming in that contrasts the destruction of Sevastopol Station. And that's when the unexpected happens. Our ship, the Torrens, is actually putting a searchlight through the windows looking for us, wondering what happened after the explosion. This searchlight actually gives us an objective very quickly that we have to contact them for rescue. And that's when the blast shutters close, isolating us further into the ship, because this is Alien Isolation, a cat and mouse game with an evil xenomorph alien. The game designers used this early opportunity for us to understand how to interact with the space station. For example, this power generator takes a minute to turn on, but once it turns on, we very quickly notice a door opens because of the light shining through it, giving us a point to explore. The average player will follow this light not knowing it was placed to make sure they see where their next objective is. Alien Isolation specializes in using light to draw the player from point to point. Ripley begins to learn how to navigate the tunnels within the ship, just like the movie Alien. I want you to watch and listen to these lights swinging that show us there's something very wrong with Sevastopol Station. But what about life on board the spaceship? Right now we see a light carefully placed to set up the mystery of a dead person's body bag. Or maybe it's many body bags. We've seen movement on the spaceship, but right now we're seeing death. This is a moment when we see our first dead body in a pool of blood, holding the critical maintenance jack we need to navigate the spaceship. The lighting is stark white, very harsh, very cold, but the blood is a muted red, almost dark brown as if it's been here for a while. This just adds to the atmosphere and scariness of the environment. This is a critical moment when the game designers begin to teach us how to use these new tools. And notice that every tool takes a bit of time to interact, so when you're finally being hunted by the alien xenomorph, this becomes a very stressful way to navigate this space station.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something's on this station. Something you wouldn't believe.
Like what?
A killer. You get it?
Okay.
We find life on the station here with Axel. Axel's a little bit on edge, as you can tell by his pistol, but he does help us understand how to navigate the space station.
I was boarding with 2 colleagues.
Axel and Ripley discover other people that are nowhere near as friendly, hostile, and will take shot at you.
Stay back!
Now this is a game about hide and seek, because you do not have much life, and taking a shot will actually kill you very quickly. So our first obstruction, or our first game design challenge, is to begin navigating around hostile people.
I'm John. This is Ringo. They're just some assholes. We haven't got time for this. Come on, Jana.
Axel actually gives us our flashlight, which is yet another illumination tool that has a resource of batteries. You end up searching for flashlight batteries with the flashlight, but you have to be aware, while you can see and feel safe, the alien can see the flashlight. And that's when Axel is short-lived in our story, as we have our first confirmed kill by the alien xenomorph, and Ripley is absolutely terrified and not sure what just happened. Now it's time to get into the real action and see the alien for the first time. You'll notice as she sticks her head out of the air duct, there's a yellow beacon light, and the white light is flashing, adding to a sense of urgency and thrill that the player needs to hide. The tail of the alien is great next to Ripley's leg, as it gives the alien a sense of scale. As we watch the alien leave the room, you'll see how tall she is compared to the doorway, and there's a nice white light to silhouette her evil shape. The alien is actually intelligent enough to hunt you, and so the point of the game is to evade the alien as she hunts you throughout the level. If you linger too long and the alien catches sight of you, you're going to die. There is no way to kill the alien, This is purely a game about stealth and escaping. Let's look at this closer. The alien's actually knocking into this light fixture, which is swinging and flashing, which adds even more scary energy to this moment and doubles the scale of the alien to be the whole frame. Now let's watch exactly how to properly deal with this moment of the alien coming through the air duct. Run and hide. Ripley picks up a familiar tool to those of you that are fans of the Alien franchise. The motion tracker.
Some kind of tracker.
This little device allows her
It's been
to
modified.
sense the alien's presence through walls as a blinking dot. But notice when you use this, the background blurs, so if the alien happens to walk by, it's blurry, out of sight, and very much disturbing. The alien has multiple senses: sight, which we've explored, but most importantly, sound, which is where the game designers put in this horror thrill of an explosion and lighting flash. Very quickly you'll notice that I run to hide in a locker because I know that the alien has heard this explosion and is about to come investigate it. The alien is not scripted, but is dynamically hunting via these multiple senses. The lighting artists are careful to craft all lights so that the alien always looks dramatic, even when you're hiding in a locker. Notice the white light here. The alien's sense of sound is almost supernatural. As I use the stun baton here on this little canister, she immediately drops from the ceiling, knows where I am, and comes to kill me. So you have to be very careful while using these different tools. The motion tracker actually has a beep on it, and the alien senses can hear this beep. Watch her completely close the gap on me and kill me because of the motion tracker. The alien artificial intelligence is so advanced that she will dynamically and strategically explore and hunt you throughout the entire level. This clip shows us how she actually navigates the navigation mesh of the video game, going around the center of the room and exploring every corner. Sometimes you'll just have bad luck, and she'll happen to open a door right in front of you while you're crouching and silent. And then you're just going to die. The use of the alien is clever too, because the alien will actually set traps to catch you if you happen to walk underneath the wrong duct. Now, if you're clever about it, you can trigger the hostile humans that you've been evading as well to shoot off a couple gunshots at you, which will instantly attract the Xenomorph alien to kill them and remove these obstacles. So this is a very clever use of the alien isolation game mechanics. While the alien primarily hunts dynamically with an artificial intelligence, scripted storytelling moments of the alien are just as heart-pounding. Watch here as Dr. Coleman is getting killed by the alien, who emerges from the darkness. Let's take a closer look and see the well-placed shadows on the ground. Since this is a scripted moment, we can get away with lighting shadows that make the alien's height twice as big in our frame. And that's when the alien drops from the ceiling back into the battlefield to dynamically hunt us, and I of course run to hide in the nearest locker. The cat and mouse game between Ripley and the alien can be very intense. As you see here, the silence is amazing, and we just creep forward, creep backwards as we see the alien. This gameplay has never been duplicated. Look at how tense I am playing this moment. I'm just standing here completely still, hoping that the alien will go away and not notice me. The cat and mouse game continues, and we're always helpless against the alien, until we pick up the flamethrower.
Let's hope this thing works.
It's an animal. Animals are afraid of fire.
I hope you're right.
Now, we can't kill the alien with the flamethrower, but fire scares animals away. And in moments of crisis, this valuable resource of flamethrower fuel can save our life for a matter of just precious seconds. This allows us to continue on our exploration of the spaceship and open doors and deal with all of these different tools that take time, adding stress that the alien will return. So if the alien is completely scared of the flamethrower, we have to realize that it's a resource or fuel, and we only have so many chances to chase the alien away. But how do the game designers make the alien completely thrilling when you have this powerful tool? Here we scare the alien with the flamethrower torch, but we have been cornered up against a wall that requires a tool for us to get through it. As the alien disappears, we quickly use the plasma torch, and you'll see we're wasting valuable seconds to escape before the alien returns. These puzzles, challenges, and tools are all tasks given to us by the game designer. You can see even here we have to get the lever, open the door, and it takes time, and the alien is already returned, showing us that the game designers have timed out these thrilling moments very well. I want to show you one of the most intelligent takedowns of the alien killing me that I was able to find. I'm hiding in a duct playing cat and mouse, thinking that there's no way the alien can get into the duct and kill me. And that's when I get to see the alien face to face, and she senses me, jumping up into the ducts and goes for the kill. Watch how intelligent she really is.
Can I help you?
I need to get into comms control. It's urgent.
That is a restricted area.
It's an emergency. Don't you realize what's going on?
Apollo has the situation in hand. Your registration is almost complete.
Forget it. I'll find my own way in.
Welcome to everyone's favorite, worst characters in Alien Isolation, the Seegson synthetic robots, or as we know them, the Working Joes.
How can I help you?
I need a compression cylinder.
They're very helpful for us in many points of the game, as they're supposed to be. Until things go really wild and they all become hostiles, trying to kill all the humans. The synthetics are a great obstacle for gameplay. They make you on edge while you're trying to evade the alien, and if you fight with a synthetic too long or make too much noise trying to escape one, the alien can actually show up while you're being held down by a synthetic and kill you. Now take a look at this light and these lights through the fans. The Seegson synthetics don't provide their own illumination besides their red eyes that know that they're very hostile. And the lighting here is shaped so that no matter where the Seegson synthetics walk, they have a dramatic, spooky look to them. For example, this backlight has the synthetics walking towards you with long shadows stretching out and a silhouette of their glowing red eyes, and it's very dramatic. The synthetics are freaking everywhere, and they'll even startle you and shock you by grabbing you while they lay there dead on the ground, which is another way to slow you down for the Alien cat and mouse game. This is the synthetic showroom. for selling you a synthetic robot. It's beautifully lit with one light in the ceiling, and each synthetic has its warm up light, and it's so creepy walking past them. Until one of them wakes up and all of them decide to kill you. I think it's hysterical to add a little bit of comedy into this much tension. As you can see, they're trying to break through this door just like an Alien movie. We set a fire trap for the synthetics, and as they break through the door, well, the fire doesn't do anything for these robots. They continue to come one after another, now on fire. The lighting is beautiful here as it emanates an amber orange glow throughout the room. The amber glow and the music make this an even more creepy and terrifying moment for Alien Isolation. We're not just reliant on the shotgun and pistol to stop the working Joes. Here we're going to use an EMP mine, which blows up the entire room to a beautiful blue flickering light. And that stuns several of the working Joes. But of course, we missed the third one. While gameplay is heart-pounding, they relieve tension with beautiful story moments that lift directly from the film. For example, here we are in a flashback figuring out how the aliens got on board Sevastopol in the first place. We're on the planet that is iconic from the film Alien, and we are exploring for some sort of a salvage signal. We're wearing a bulky spacesuit, and our movement is crawled to a very slow walk. This evokes the feeling of actually being in a spacesuit on this planet. With all of its dark lighting and wind-swept rocks, this is a real creepy moment to explore Alien. Especially when the first thing that we see is a crashed alien spaceship, straight from the film. We approach the alien spaceship, and you can see how tall it is in our frame. Having characters walk ahead of us was very clever by the level designers. It allows us to use their height to get a sense of scale compared to the openings of the spaceship. And this UFO is absolutely massive as we approach it. Inside the spaceship, it's completely dark, and we can only have illumination by our headlights and a little bit of reflected light from them. This tells the story that the UFO has crash landed here a long time ago and could be very ancient, as there is no energy on board.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Careful with what you touch. I don't want anything damaged.
It's amazing. How old must this be?
We've reached the cockpit of the spaceship, and you can see the tall alien sitting there, dead. This is a faithful recreation of exactly what the derelict spaceship looked like in Alien, ensuring that fans of the franchise and people new to the franchise are all equally haunted by this dark spaceship. While exploring, the salvagers have set up a winch with a light on it. You can see this amber glow drawing our eye to our next objective, and the light is actually casting a nice orange glow onto the muscles of the alien, showing how round and curved and large he is. Let's go down this winch and see what we find below. As we go down the winch, we're exposed to this strong amber orange light, and that light is a color specific to contrast this. Notice the blue laser glow over this field of eggs. It's mysterious and lifted directly from the Alien film. The contrast in color here makes this stand out as something really unique and terrifying in a sci-fi horror way. Our eyes are drawn to the spotlights of our salvagers that have gotten ahead of us and are exploring these eggs. And this is that moment where any Alien fan shudders in fear of what's going to happen next. Let's return to Ripley and see how she's doing on the spaceship. It turns out the one person helping her has been face-hugged and is now going to die with an alien xenomorph bursting from his belly. This is where I forgot to tell you. You can be hunted by face-huggers in Alien Isolation. So let's take a look at what happens if you're not paying very careful attention to the situation around you. The facehugger kills you. Now let's look at the proper way to deal with a facehugger in Alien Isolation. And the proper way to deal with the actual alien xenomorph? As you can tell, the finale sequence of Alien Isolation is a non-stop thrill chase between all of the obstacles put together that we've faced so far. The space station is deorbiting and about to crash into the planet below, and you have to get off the spaceship and back to the Torrens, your spaceship, as quickly as possible, amongst all of the obstacles. Take a second to admire the red-orange fire glow. This is a beautiful way to light the environment, but more importantly, it helps make the alien terrifying as you're trapped in one dining room with him. Ripley does escape the Sevastopol station and land in the safety of her own ship, only to find a real unwelcomed visitor. This sequence is terrifying as we get gameplay we've never seen before trying to evade the alien on the ship. And this is when Ripley risks her life, risks it all, and blows the alien out the airlock. We see Ripley floating in space for her death, having killed off the alien xenomorph. Only a well-placed spotlight from a rescue ship gives us a hope that Ripley has a chance for the confirmed sequel of Alien Isolation. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Alien Isolation. Please subscribe, comment, and share with your friends.